Hello, Dwayne here, Phoenix Typewriter. Got this nice Underwood Champion from, I don't know, I think this is maybe the early 50s. I should have looked the serial number up, but I didn't. Serial number on this guy is right down there. See that right there? So sometimes they're hard to find, but that one's pretty easy. And got this all reworked. It came in the shop with a couple parts that were missing, including the hole. You can't see it behind this panel is a margin stop, margin release assembly, and that whole piece is out of the machine, along with the mounting screw and the springs and everything. Got that all fixed. So now the margins are working as they're supposed to. The bell's back working again. None of that was working. I did notice on this when I was working on that the margins are right here. So you got your right margin, your left margin, this little slider. On the same rack is the tab stops. So that rack does everything. It does the margins and the tabs. These, of course, are removable, and you can put them in different spots. I don't think I guess I just don't remember that. But we're going to take a look at this machine, and in the process we're going to put a ribbon on it. Because the only thing it needs now is a ribbon put on it. So it takes just your standard 2-spool ribbon. Open this pack up here real quick. And the only thing that's a little different about this machine is the ribbon, instead of turning the way you would think it would this way, it actually turns this way. And you can turn the ribbon right here. This knob turns one way and it rocks back and forth like that. See that? So, but it turns, so you can see this one turning. When it's rocked back in that position, that wheel will turn. See that wheel turning? But it actually turns, what looks like it's kind of turns backwards. So instead of turning that away, it turns that away. So along with most typewriters, when you put the ribbons in, you have to determine which way the ribbons turn. So if I knock that this way, this side will turn. And again, it turns backwards, sort of. So let's just throw the ribbon on that. That's pretty easy. Easy peasy. So if it turns that away, we want the black on the bottom. And if it turns that away, we want that to turn that away. So this side is going to go in first, and of course it's got to go through the fork, because it does need an eyelet on this machine. It's got to push this little fork. So make sure the ribbon is in and the eyelet is inside like this one is here. So you got to make sure it's wound in there a little bit. And we'll come over here, we'll put this one in the fork over here. Oh, I got the red on the bottom. Okay, let's do this again. Black on top, turns this way. Now I got it. Look at that. I almost have put it in wrong. Not paying enough attention. There we go. Same thing on this side. Put that down. And we're just using the plastic spools. A machine like this maybe should have vintage metal spools, so you can turn the dealie here and you can watch the ribbon turn, go from one side, and then you can turn it and go the other way. All we got to do now is put it through the lift here, so we can lower that. We can put this on red. We can take 2 type bars and lift that up so you can get to it a little cleaner, a little easier. And we're going to come down here and take a look at how this goes in. So let's just take a look. And I believe it's going to go behind those 2 straight forks first. Get a couple type bars up here again. So I think it goes, tighten this ribbon up a little bit. And I believe it goes behind those 2 little forks. And then it's going to go in that slot and down like that. Yeah, let's try that. That's That's the way she goes. Yep, just pulls right through. I think we got it. We can again turn it with the little crank knob over here. Feels like it's going nice and smooth. I think that's right. Let's take a look. Yeah, paper real quick. Take a look, see if that's feels about right. I'll put that back on black. I think we got it. Looks like it cut the top off right here. That capital H. I'm going to have to investigate that and make sure it's not that ribbon should come up a little higher. I'll probably look and see if I can raise that up a little bit. I don't want that cutting the top off accidentally. Try number 8 here. 6 looks like a tall character. Let's try 9. Sticky key. Gotta take a look at that. That looks alright. Okay, so that's how we put a ribbon in a Underwood Champion. Pretty nice typewriters. They've always been pretty good. I got this cleaned up really good. Typefaces are spotless. Basket was a disaster. It's all spotless. Keys are pretty clean. And got the underside really done well. Alright, Phoenix Typewriter. Good day.